Okay, so this is 3 steps to delegation that will not cost you the earth. Hi, my name is Sarah from The Dance Den, and I help dance and theatre school owners to scale their businesses so they have more money, more time for themselves. So, 3 steps to delegation that will not cost the earth. And why am I doing this? It's because the way to really grow your school is to get help at some point, okay? Because even if you manage to, grow to 30, 40 classes, that's you doing 30, 40 hours a week of teaching plus all the admin. So for it to be more balanced, or more harmonious, shall we say, with the life-work balance, if there is such a thing. And in order to really grow the school, you're going to need to get help at some point. But what if you're at that point in your school where you go, yes, but Sarah, I actually can't afford to get in extra help. It's all very well going to say, oh, I'll go and get an admin person or all that, but I actually can't afford it right now. So what do? Okay. I've got you. All right. So number 1, okay, is an amazing piece of software called MailerLite. Okay. Now you can use this for free. Okay. Now what MailerLite can do is it can start to automate your enrollment process. Now in my membership, step 4 of my roadmap is all about systems. And in that I teach you my 3-step acquisition, enrollment, and onboarding sequence. Okay. Now within that, I get you to map out exactly what it is your customer goes through on that journey from initial inquiry all the way through to, yes, I'm staying, and so on. Okay. So what is that journey? Now in that membership module, I also break it down whether you are still on pen and paper, whether you're on Excel sheets, whether you're on one of the CRMs, databases like MemberMeister and Class Manager, that sort of thing, right? All the way through to full automation. I say full automation, it comes with the proviso that there may be 1 or 2 little elements that you will always need to go in and click or press a button or, clarify or something like that before you do it. But it's certainly not the, oh my God, Joe Blogs came to my lesson. Did she come? Double check my registers. Yes, she came. Right. She needs this email. No, it's much more quick than that, much more automated than that. So, MailerLite, it can get a little bit complicated. I'm not going to lie. So if you're not heavy on the tech side, just breathe. There are lots and lots of free videos on YouTube that you can lean into, right? But I know in my membership, for example, I'm actually bringing in a guest specialist MailerLite person just to help my members to just say, oh, okay, this is I do this and I do that, or whatever it may be. Yeah. So MailerLite is an amazing one that you can get on, even if you start to do simple automation like templated emails that within your enrollment sequence that you can just go, and it's that one, and send. Yes. So that's a great sequence that will help you. Number 2, okay, is probably not what you think it's going to be. And it's not another app, and it's not ChatGPT, although that will save you time when you use it correctly. And that's another guest member that I'm getting into my membership, and she is coming in next month, which will be March 24. And of course, as always, my trainings are always on replay anyway. So if you're joining the Den after March 24, you still get access to the fabulous Canva one we had in January, and now we're having an AI one in March. So exciting. Anyway, next one is ownership. Sarah, how can that help me with delegation? So it's about permissions and it's about boundaries. Now, what about you having, well, if you had a teacher, for example, could they take on more of a role? So, for example, my teachers when I had my school, they always knew that if I had a new trial who wasn't very engaged in the class, they had complete permission to go to that parent afterwards and say, please come next week. We're going to give you a week's free because they didn't quite settle in the class and we'd like to give them another opportunity. And then all they had to do was tell me so-and-so didn't settle very well in class. Got them a free week. And I go, fine, not a problem. Versus them trying to come to me and saying, oh, that person didn't do very well in class. I think they need an email. And then there's me ringing or emailing that mum to say, nip it in the bud the minute it's there. And it makes things 10 times easier. So all you've got to do is give her a free trial versus all the contact that goes in before. So by doing that, they're saving me 10, 15 minutes easy. Okay. So what permissions / boundaries can you give? I say boundaries because with staff, it's about giving them boundaries and giving them parameters and say, look, as long as you work within those boundaries, that's fine. I don't mind. But anything past that boundary, you need to check it with me. Permission boundaries. That's what I mean by that. Okay. So you could do the same for assistant teachers. Yeah. Assistant teachers, senior teachers who can come in, senior girls who can come in to, senior pupils, let's have it that way, who can come into your younger classes and just help with things like trips to toilet or making sure that, when in handover that no child runs out when they should, or give out stickers or all those sorts of things. Again, it's about them having permissions. When can they not look to you to do something? When can you give them ownership, a little bit more ownership of that particular role? So just by bringing in people like that will help you. Okay. It's delegation that won't cost the earth. All right. The last one is your volunteers. This works particularly well with like project-based work. So I have a lady who always makes props on my shows. Always. She is my go-to for props. She loves it. She's very crafty. I say, right, this is what we need. I have a meeting with her. This is what we need. And I'm like, this is my budget. That's the important one. This is my budget, £100 budget. Do you think that's doable in £100? She's like, absolutely. So I'll pay for all the resources for her. So she doesn't have to buy the paint or whatever. She just makes them. And that's what she loves to do. She's a volunteer, but she just helps me. This is the parameters, the boundaries that I want you to help me with. Boom. She knows where she stands, and then if she's getting up to like over 100, if she's getting up to the £100 barrier, she'll go, Sarah, I need about another 20 quid. Is that okay? At which point I can go, yes, no, okay, what are you missing? Can I beg, borrow, and steal? Whatever the case, not obviously not steal. Right, let's just point that one out. It's just the saying, isn't it? Right. So, what's my brain like today, huh? Anyway, so again, it's about having somebody in your team that's not necessarily a paid for member of staff, but by you giving them permissions and boundaries in order for them to work, they can take ownership of whatever little thing that you have given them. And in turn, they're not always asking you, and you get some more of the support that you need. All right. And that is all pretty much free. All right. See if that helps. Let me know. Oh, and if you're interested in my membership, I'll click the link below. Bye.